The shadowed corners of British stage and screen, where character actors often deliver the most memorable performances, one man brought quiet authority, dry wit, and unshakable dignity to every role he played. John Nolan. The veteran British actor best known for his powerful turns in his nephews Christopher and Jonathan Nolan's films, including Batman Begins and The Dark Knight Rises, and as the chilling John Greer on Person of Interest, spent more than 6 decades mastering the art of making ordinary moments feel profound. But today, April 11th, 2026, that steady, commanding presence has left us. John Nolan passed away at the age of 87. He died peacefully, according to tributes from those closest to him. While the exact cause has not been publicly detailed beyond reports of a short illness in his final days, the acting community and fans around the world are mourning a true professional whose work spanned theater, television, and blockbuster cinema. As heartfelt tributes continue to pour in from colleagues, family, and admirers who grew up watching him bring gravitas to every scene, join me in this emotional tribute to John Nolan, the uncle of 2 visionary directors, the husband of over 50 years, and the actor who proved that quiet strength can leave the loudest legacy. John Nolan was born on May 22, 1938, in Westminster, London, England, into a family that valued culture, intellect, and hard work. From an early age, he was drawn to performance, training rigorously and making his professional stage debut in the mid-1960s. He built a respected career in British theater, appearing in numerous classical and contemporary productions that honed his craft and earned him a reputation for reliability and depth. John never chased overnight stardom. Instead, he became the kind of actor-directors trusted to elevate any production, steady, prepared, and always bringing layers of humanity to his roles. His breakthrough into wider recognition came later in life through family connections that opened doors to Hollywood. As the paternal uncle of Christopher Nolan and Jonathan Nolan, John appeared in several of their projects, most notably as a Wayne Enterprises board member in Batman Begins 2005 and in promotional segments for The Dark Knight. He returned for The Dark Knight Rises in 2012, adding authenticity and gravitas to Christopher Nolan's cinematic universe. These roles introduced him to a global audience, but it was his chilling, intellectual performance as the enigmatic John Greer on the CBS series Person of Interest, 2011 to 2016, that truly cemented his place in television history. As the sophisticated, ruthless leader of the shadowy organization Decima, John brought a magnetic menace to the role, making Greer one of the show's most compelling antagonists. Beyond the screen, John's personal life was defined by unwavering love and family devotion. In 1975, he married the talented actress Kim Hartman, known for her memorable role as Helga in Allo Allo. Their marriage lasted over 50 years, a beautiful partnership built on mutual respect, shared artistic passions, and quiet strength. Together, they raised 2 children, a son and a daughter, creating a warm, supportive home even as John's career took him across stages and studios. John was known among friends and colleagues as a devoted husband and proud father who guarded his family's privacy fiercely. He spoke little of his home life in interviews, preferring to let his work speak for itself, but those closest to him describe a man of great warmth, dry humor, and steadfast loyalty. In his later years, he cherished time with his wife, children, and grandchildren, finding joy in the simple rhythms of family life away from the spotlight. John Nolan's lifestyle reflected the same elegance and restraint he brought to his performances. Even after achieving international recognition through his nephew's films, he lived modestly and authentically. He and Kim divided time between homes in England, enjoying the cultural richness of London and the peace of quieter surroundings. He remained intellectually curious, an avid reader, theater-goer, and lover of history and the arts. He stayed active as long as health allowed, continuing to take on selective roles that interested him rather than chasing fame or fortune. Financially, his net worth at the time of his passing was estimated around $3 million. A comfortable sum built from decades of consistent stage and screen work, residuals from long-running series like Person of Interest and the prestige projects with Christopher Nolan. It provided security for his family without extravagance. John drove sensible cars, enjoyed good meals with friends, and lived a life centered on craft, love, and quiet contentment rather than material display. The news of John's passing on April 11th, 2026, came as a gentle but profound loss. At 87, after a rich career that spanned more than 6 decades, he left us following a short illness. No dramatic public health battle had been announced, just the quiet close of a life well lived. Tributes flooded in immediately. From Christopher Nolan and Jonathan Nolan, who credited their uncle with early inspiration and support, to co-stars from Person of Interest who remembered his professionalism and kindness on set. British theater circles paid respects to a veteran whose stage work influenced generations. Fans shared clips of his most memorable scenes, from the boardroom tension in Batman Begins to the chilling calm of John Greer. His family has asked for privacy as they grieve, but the outpouring of respect from the acting community speaks volumes about the regard in which he was held. John Nolan lived 87 years and left behind a wife who loved him for more than half a century, 2 children who carry his spirit, grandchildren who will hear stories of his dedication, and a body of work that enriched British and international cinema and television. He showed us that true acting power often lies not in flash, but in presence, the ability to command a scene with subtlety, intelligence, and quiet authority. In an industry that often rewards noise, John reminded us of the beauty of restraint, the value of craft, and the lasting impact of a life lived with dignity and professionalism. If John Nolan's performances ever impressed you, if his portrayal of John Greer gave you chills, or if his story of a long, dedicated career touched your heart today, please hit that like button right now and subscribe so we can keep honoring the lives and legacies of the actors who shaped our screens. Share your favorite John Nolan role or memory in the comments. I read every one. Thank you for watching. Rest in peace, John. Your presence on stage and screen will continue to inspire.